What's going on, y'all? It's Cam from the Roomies. If you have heard from someone that credit is important, but you don't know how it affects you or how to even go about building it, this is the video for you. Y'all stay tuned. Unpopular opinion, credit is actually your best friend when you don't spend money that you don't have. And this isn't meant to be condescending because I know some people have to use it for emergency situations, but in the event that you don't take the time to build it in advance, it can't be beneficial or an emergency fund for you regardless. So this is the video for you. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is an authorized user status. The easiest way for an individual to build their credit, well, first I'll say is a secured credit card. You go and get a secured credit card, they'll have you put down some sort of deposit. Like my most recent one, I believe, was like $200 or $300. And it's basically like you preloading a credit card, so it's making it appear as though you have a limit for whatever they decide to give you. And it's reporting to your credit as though you're using it and paying it off completely. So that's the best way to build it if you don't know anyone that has a decent credit score that you can have put you down as an authorized user. But essentially, for context, I personally right now have over a 700 credit score because my mother took the time to put me down as an authorized user as soon as I was eligible. And on top of that, if some of you all don't have checking accounts, get a checking account, bro. Don't funnel your money through Cash App. Get a checking account. And I personally recommend Bank of America, or I don't know, I'd say Bank of America, just Bank of America. Get a checking account with them. Have your parents put you down as an authorized user, or anyone that you know that is, say, financially literate or you believe has a decent credit score, or even manages their money properly. You know, it's free to them, and all it does is mirrors their credit worthiness and how they use that credit card onto your credit report. And you want to have multiple accounts. This is very detailed. So what I'll do is I'll make sure we drop some links down below so you all can see the specifics on, you know, how to improve based on where you are. It'll be a beginner video. It'll be authorized user breakdown. It'll be a few credit, like improving your credit mix breakdown, like business credit, all types of stuff. So make sure y'all check down below. I'll link some of my personal people that I've looked into to, you know, educate myself, and I have the receipts, so you all stay tuned for that. My mom putting me down as an authorized user is essentially what allowed me to get a $3,000 credit limit on my first credit card. So the first card that I ever had, it is a charge card for those of you all that are familiar. So it's kind of give or take, but it's essentially a limitless card. So in the event that, say I have a $3,000 limit and I want to buy something, say $4,000, they have a Progressive is trying to make me say price analysis tool, and that is not what it is, but like a pre-approval feature. So you'll, not for your actual credit application, but for an amount. Like you can type in the amount and it'll tell you if you're approved to spend that or not. So say I want to buy something that's $4,000, I type it in, they say no, I can call a reconsideration line, and they're like, okay, you can do it, but you have to do this. And it's a blessing because it expands your purchasing power. And the most important aspect is when it translates to business credit. And for those of you all that are either already have a business and don't have business credit established, or you know you want to get into business credit, y'all stay tuned. Bro, I got a treat for y'all later. And you want to have a strong credit score because it improves your likelihood of getting good rates. It improves your likelihood of even getting approved for loans in the first place. And you know, a lot of people, mortgage literally means like I think it's like death trap. Like it literally, like the literal definition of mortgage is crazy. But the whole idea is leverage, which is why I low-key transition to business credit, because you want to get better rates on your car loans, on your house loans, things that you were gonna get regardless. Like literally yesterday, Navy Federal gave me $200 back because they had a promotion. It was like spend $1,500 in the first 90 days, get 20K points. And the points you can immediately turn into statement credits, or it can be translated in cash if you have a checking account with them like I do. They put it in my savings account, $200. off of money that I was gonna spend anyway. Like literally last year I purchased an electric lock that can be unlocked from anywhere. Like say you have a spot and you want to be able to lock and unlock your door from your phone. I bought that on Straight Points. I bought some Rode wireless mics. I'm not sure which one it is. Whichever one comes with the transmitter and the 2 mics. I bought those. They're like $300. Straight Points. I bought my mom some Beats. Bro, long story short, I got over $1,000 back off of points. Like literally just within the last year. I got my first credit card, I believe it was November of 2022. And I've gotten over $1,000 back from my credit card since then. So it's like, on top of that, the money that I'm spending is improving my relationships with these banks. And on top of that, it's improving my credit score. And I use my credit cards as a debit card. And I pay off my balance every single month, regardless of if it's a charge card or a regular card. I'm gonna have him put the definitions up for those of you all that are unfamiliar with the difference. And any questions that you all have in addition to that, make sure y'all comment them below or look them up yourself, because when you begin to become self-sufficient and when you have questions, you look them up. You know, social media and whatever you do your research on has an algorithm, and it'll start to feed you content that will contribute to your abundant mindset, that will contribute to you becoming a better individual, you becoming the difference in your family. So I ain't gonna get all sentimental on y'all. I don't know, but long story short, there are benefits to improving your credit score. If you're unaware of what they are, pay attention to where you spend money, and ask yourself if you could appreciate an extra $1,000, especially for those of you all that have people that y'all buy holiday gifts for, birthday gifts for. Like, bro, they come in clutch. And on top of that, your points can be valued. Say they're running a promotion where it's 25% off when you purchase with your points. You can stack. Like, say this credit card it's an airline credit card. You get 4x points for purchases at airports. Say you steady flying around the country, or say you making regular purchases. Put it this way. Say you have a card that gives you 4 times points on dining, like this American Express Gold card that I have. It gives you 4x points back on dining. So every time I go buy something, I'm getting 4 times whatever I spend in points. And then say they have a partnership with Delta, which they do, and they're running a promotion like 25% off when you use your points to purchase your flights. Now you're using points that you got on money that you were going to spend anyway to go somewhere that you wouldn't have been able to go to had you not built up your credit score in the first place, had you not watched this video. With that said, those of you all that are still watching, you're here for a reason, and take heed to what I'm saying, and at the same time, take it with a grain of salt. Be sure to look at the people that are down below that we tag, so you can build up that credibility for yourself. So you can go and see how the receipts have paid off for them. I can put my personal credit score up. I may or may not. Y'all got to stay tuned till the end and see how it paid off for me. But to get back into it, business and personal credit are 2 different things. For those of you all that are starting a business or already have a business and want to build up your personal credit to, say, leverage business credit cards or business loans or lines of credit, and those of you all that don't know, you can use an SBA loan to literally go and purchase a business. Like, you can come to the table with as little as 10 to 15% down on whatever the business is. And that's a whole nother video for y'all. But those of you all that are interested in what I just shared, or it piqued your interest, look up mergers and acquisitions. You can literally just go on YouTube and look up mergers and acquisitions, and you will be, as rappers say, in a higher tax bracket sooner than you know. So business credit is measured differently from personal credit. Business credit is measured based on when you pay your bills. So you say you have an 80 paydex score because every time your line of credit amount is due, you're paying it on time before it's due. You know what I'm saying? In person, on the personal side, your credit is measured based on your utilization and basically a mashup of different things. On the business credit side, it's mostly your timeliness, you paying on time, because they know that, say you're running a restaurant, or say you're running a shop where the payouts are delayed. You can show the traffic is coming in, but you have to ship out your inventory and cover all of your operating expenses. You have to pay that money up front. They know that you may be paying before you receive payment. So they measure it based on your timeliness. How are you paying? Are you paying on time? Are you paying when it's due? Are you paying when it's late? That's how you get that 80 or higher Paydex score. Those of you all that are trying to get into it, that are unfamiliar, look into it. Look up Paydex score. Become self-sufficient, because nowadays there's literally a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Like literally, this video is just a I don't want to say gateway drug, but it is. This video is a gateway drug to your true blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're here for a reason. And last but not least, I want to visit the leverage aspect. So say you have $10,000 on the personal side because they've raised your limit multiple times. You're more than likely eligible for, say, 2x or 3x that amount on the business side. And to be transparent, initially it is going to be personally guaranteed unless you have a business that's been set up. When I say business, like something that's incorporated like an LLC, whether that be an S Corp or C Corp. Those of you all that are in the weeds of business structure, those of you that are not, look up those definitions, because that is going to set you apart. The wealth gap is a mixture of a difference in information, an information gap, and an action gap. But the information comes first, because if you don't know what to do, you will never take action. And if you know what to do, you have to take action, because there will come a point where information and action will overlap one another, and it will be more important that you take action and begin to learn from your mistakes instead of consuming information consistently in fear that when you take action, you'll make a mistake. Mistakes are inevitable, because regardless of what you do, you're not going to retain some portion, or there's going to be some portion that doesn't apply to you, which is the same principle in credit. You have to use it based on what you want to do. As of recently, I'm up to 5 credit cards now. Some people may be like, that's crazy. But the whole idea is I need multiple accounts reporting. So now I have 5 credit cards reporting to my account in a installment loan or a personal loan, and now I have a good credit mixture. So now when I go to apply for a business loan, they see, well, he can handle 10 bands, he can handle a $10,000 personal loan, we can give him a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 business loan. Now you can take that. Remember what I told y'all, you can use that. That can be 10 to 15% for an SBA loan toward you acquiring a business. Look, that's going to be linked down below for those of y'all that are interested in that. But long story short, leverage is the name of the game. Those of y'all that are telling people, or those of y'all that have heard, stay away from credit, you have to learn for yourself. This is a part of you becoming who you are and who you see yourself being, because it's not about who you want to be. It's about who you envision yourself being. What is it that is at the core of your heart of hearts or desires, and how can you get there? When you think, how can I, instead of I can, or that's not possible, then the solutions will come to you. I personally, as God, like I said, I declare and decree blessings over y'all lives, and more importantly, I pray that y'all have spiritual discernment. You know what I'm saying? Make it clear, like, what it is that God will have you do, or that's for you, because then you will have a reason to wake up regardless of what your business is doing, because you have the knowledge. You will understand how money works. You will understand that you want to be a producer, not a consumer. That's how the minority profit off of the majority. It's an information gap. It's a access gap. It's a network gap. Those types of things are the building blocks of your finances, to be honest. So when you hear the word investments, look into it. If they're talking about stocks, if that's something you're interested in, get into it. But what's most important is that you focus on what's for you. Like, say you want to build your credit score, you have to look up content and see what the recurring theme is, because a lot of people are selling information online, which is one thing that I will warn you all for online. A lot of people are selling information, and most people's value provision in acquiring clients over others is giving free value and then leading you into something that is next level that you need in order to put the picture together. Basically, they give you half the puzzle and you got to pay for the other half, which is a good business model. If they're an individual that you see is trustworthy, or that's been personally referred to you, recommended to you by an individual that you're comfortable with taking advice, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to spend money at some point in time to make more money. Literally, it's inevitable. Even if you can produce income off of your natural talents, you're gonna have to spend money on advertising to get yourself out there and market, Those of you that are in trades, you have to learn delegation. You need business credit because once you're a barber and you open a shop, now you have expenses. Now you have recurring expenses. So you paying utilities, but they're paying you booth rent. That's necessary to scale. You put all of the money that you put into, say, your clippers, the alcohol, anything that goes into you being a barber, you put that on your business credit side. Now when you pay it on time, they improving. Your credit score is improving. Now they see, okay, they can handle this. We can raise their credit limit. They raise your credit limit on the business side. Now your credit worthiness is there. Now you can go acquire even more. Now you have larger purchasing power. Credit is bad if you're using it to buy depreciating liabilities. Credit is your friend when you use it to buy cash flowing assets or inventory that will contribute to your business. So with that said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And like I shared, those of y'all that are still here, bro, please check out the comments. Please check out the description. Like, check it out. We dropping game. It's free. Like, you can literally go click on it and see what I have said that is in alignment with what they're sharing. And then they will be visually displaying receipts because, like I said, that's the whole model. It's value provision, and then they sell you the other half of the puzzle. Not everybody like that. Some people are out here to just help you, or they have partnerships set up with, say, you need a membership. They have partnerships set up with whatever the platform is that they get paid when you make money. So don't be skeptical. I mean, you have to have an assessment, but take action. And don't be afraid to spend money, because what were you going to spend it on if not this? If not improving your financial literacy? You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I love y'all. Peace and blessings, bro. Glory be to God. And y'all have a blessed day. I'm out.